Damas y caballeros, welcome to En Mis Tiempos. I'm one of your hosts, George, and I'm back. I'm here today with Adrian and Alfredo. How's it been, guys? It's been a while.
It's been nice now that you're back, George. That's not even the right camera.
It is the right
one.
one.
It is the right camera. You finally got it right.
I'm back. After 2 episodes, I missed 2 episodes, but yeah.
I'd love to say we missed you, but I'm never been a liar. So, Adrian, what's up, man?
Not much. I'm ready to hear what George has to say.
I got a lot of remarks about last episodes.
All right, so by the time this episode drops, you should have a bonus episode that hopefully you are listening to. And today we have with us another guest. We have Ruben. Ruben, welcome to the episode. How's it going?
Hello. How's it going?
Hi, Ruben.
Ruben's one of our most loyal listeners. Every time I see him, he has comments about our show.
Do you really?
Yeah.
It was always bad things.
Typically,
Typically, yeah. I mean,
all I have to say is don't be shy. Get up in there, cut us off. We're not going to give you like a cue. Whenever you got something to say, just say it.
Okay, well,
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. I mean, I have remarks from last episode. Priscilla.
From Priscilla's episode?
Yes, Priscilla, look. Whose intro was better? Come on, say it.
I don't know. That's for the people to decide.
Look, she did it on her first day.
On the first try?
On the first try.
Maybe not the first try. Actually, she
did.
She
She practiced it a couple times, but we recorded it on the first day.
You just fucked it up.
I didn't.
In the 20th episode?
Yeah. 23rd episode. We still have to do it twice.
What do you mean? I laughed. It was just a nice little laugh.
But you haven't done one where you don't.
That's true. It's been a while. Oh,
No,
also,
you haven't done one.
wait a thing. This is my first time actually with Luis. Luis, thank you. I'd like to welcome you.
That's already been done. You're late.
No, I know, but it's me. Thank you for pointing the camera.
Yes,
I love that.
So he wasn't here when Luis came?
No.
Oh, Priscilla was the first
Yeah,
one.
Priscilla was the first
dude,
one.
you're so late. Like, get that shit out the way.
And by the way, I should say that Priscilla has a follower now. Like she absolutely says that she's got to be involved. Oh my God, she's so assertive, and I mean, she talks about
Don't do
it.
that.
Yeah,
See, you can't be calm. I'm telling you. You miss again. You might not get your seat back.
Okay, let's talk about Gladys too then. Hey, Gladys needs to come back.
Gladys got us a lot of listens. She has some friends.
Gladys got 4 votes.
She got 4 votes. We weren't voting, but she got 4 votes.
She got votes.
Yeah, she
I
got
don't know
votes.
what we were voting for, but she got them.
Real quick. Last week, I just want to bring
So
this
you're
up.
saying Gladys was
I
better
won-
than Priscilla?
Ooh.
Just
No, I can't. No.
okay. I was just making sure. All right.
Are you? Is that what you're saying?
No, I was asking you.
But is that what you think?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Gladys
answer, Adrian. Good answer.
I was trying to.
it sounds like you were backed into a corner there.
No, I was trying to back him. I don't know. It didn't work out. Anyways, look. Last week, I won my fantasy. First time ever. Anyways, I won because
Your fantasy football league. Please specify.
fantasy football league. Fantasy football league. And the only reason I won was because of that game. So
What game?
I was like, please cancel the game.
Oh.
They canceled the game, and the guy was facing. That was his last play.
Wait, you should. I didn't even think about that because it didn't affect my games.
It affected mine. And
That's
I won.
horse shit. They should have. Man,
no, they did. They didn't give me the trophy. We're having like a face off or something. We're doing something. I don't know.
What?
It's stupid, right?
I didn't. What happened in your leagues with that? I didn't even think about that because it didn't affect my game at all. We
That
were
was
in the
last
finals,
week,
so
right?
Yeah.
Our league was already over.
Oh,
I know.
Well, I think most leagues were already over. That's why it wasn't such a big deal. My stupid league was still going. I lost in the final, not because of that game, but because a bunch of teams benched their players.
Oh no,
Yeah, so
I'm so sorry.
it was kind of sorry.
Also, I don't know if you listened to the last one, but y'all talked
That
about
was a month ago.
that's so last year.
Oh, you're talking about Priscilla's?
Yeah, Priscilla's.
Okay.
About something about I wrote down hands are rated everyone.
They're rated E.
Rated E for everyone.
Rated E for everyone. Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
Oh,
She
yes,
mentioned
because
it. Yeah.
we were talking about the punching a woman.
Yes,
Yes.
we're
Yeah.
going somewhere with
Equality.
Equality, yes. Hands for everyone. Even for the kids.
that. That's what she said.
Yeah, take them down. How many times have you won a trip a kid while he's running around in the grocery store?
Never. I just do it.
Come on. Okay.
I never stay with that
Push 'em.
desire. I just push them.
All right.
As long as the parents aren't looking. No, hey,
Oh.
I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to go back to it somewhat, but a little different take. So literally the day after that episode dropped, No, the day that episode dropped, I was at a restaurant at a sports bar with some friends, and I was watching the ESPN ticker, and the 3 leading stories that day where the UT coach gets fired for domestic violence charges.
Oh yeah.
The U.S. soccer coach does not get renewed because of some allegations about domestic abuse. And what was the third one? It wasn't Dana White.
What UT
We
coach?
talked about Dana White.
UT basketball coach.
Oh, what's his name? You remember?
Beard. Something Beard.
So he got
fired.
because of allegations.
Yeah. And I think the third one must have been Dana White.
Are they allegations or did it happen?
We watched the video.
Allegedly. I don't know. Well, Dana White happened. I don't know
Yeah,
about
that
the
I
UT
wouldn't know.
coach.
Wait, going back to Beard, he was suspended indefinitely without pay after December 12th arrest on a felony charge of strangling his fiance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
It happened.
And but I think he
It
finally, I think he got fired after that, like recently, because this was the last Friday that I was watching this. So
He kind of.
it's irrelevant whether he got fired to where I'm going with this.
Okay.
The point is, the 3 leading stories on the sports ticker were about domestic violence, men on women, and in all 3 cases, I don't know what the outcome is of that one yet, but the woman stayed. Like with the U.S. coach, this happened when they were 18. They made up, been happily married for 25 years. Dana White's wife is saying, the hell did she say?
Oh, he's got money.
That's what she was thinking.
I can't leave him. Like, he got money.
Either way, she stayed.
Okay.
It was a one-time thing. She's not leaving. Blah blah blah. He's a billionaire. She's not going anywhere. I mean, that's the cynical way of looking at it, right? But
Right.
they're not the only women that do this. So, and I think,
Yeah, even the poor ones do it.
yeah, especially the poor ones do it. I think, and it's been happening for a long time, and that's happening because I think we've raised as a society a bunch of women that think it's okay to be hit by a man as long as he apologizes and says he's never going to do it again.
But we're okay.
Go ahead.
No. I want to finish whatever you're gonna say because
Well, do you agree with that statement?
we've
And again, I'm asking all 3 of you, not just you.
that
But go
we've
ahead.
been that society has trained women to think that way.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask when do you think this happened, because I don't think it's something that parents go and teach.
Well, obviously, that was my next point. But do you agree with the statement that there is a generation, there have been generations of women that tolerate abuse and stay because
Yeah.
it's normal?
Or because they don't have anywhere else to go.
Well, they do. I mean, they always have somewhere else to go. They don't know that. They don't look at it that way. For looking, from the outside looking in, it's easy to say that. But there's always somewhere to go, I guess, is the answer. You don't want to tell them. You don't want to say that because it's not true. There are shelters. There are people you can talk to. There's always somewhere to go.
Oh no,
They
no,
don't
you're
see
absolutely
that.
right.
Yeah.
I hear that, but because I've actually had some people or known of some people.
Don't look at me when you
Female.
talk to me. Look, talking to the mic.
Okay, so I know at least a couple of females that didn't leave, not because they didn't have a place to go, but because their mind isn't wrapped into a bigger world that says, hey, there's avenues to where to go. They're just, people are basically, and now, what am I trying to say here? Whatever you grew up in, that's the only thing you know.
That's your world.
And they don't have that, let me go on the web and find out what's going on. Is there something? I recently, about a year ago, I had a female friend who called me and says, hey, I got a cousin in Fort Worth who her husband is hitting her and doing this, and she's in Utah. And so I said, well, let me see how I can help. So I went online and found some, home, I guess shelters for women, people that can.
Get closer to the mic.
For shelters for women, help women that get beat up and whatnot. And I'm probably not the wrong terminology for it.
That's what's happening.
And they don't know. I mean, they just don't know. Some people are just
Not clueless, but like they don't want to
Right.
think about
They're
it.
ignorant. They're ignorant. They're ignorant of the fact that
yeah.
those things are there for them.
Right.
But that's so okay.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
I guess you would say you do agree with that statement.
yeah.
Okay. And to your point, it's not something we go out and teach. I don't think there's been a single mom or dad that goes out and tells their daughter, hey, it's okay if your husband hits you. As long as he says he's sorry and he's not going to do it again, give him another shot. That's never happened, I don't think.
Never?
I mean,
I think there's people that do that.
obviously, if you're
There
like,
might be.
I
yes,
think there's
and
moms.
Alzheimer's.
I think there's moms that are like, you have to be loyal. You have to
well,
stay.
yes, you're right.
Like,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
and
Yeah,
they teach them that, and they do stay, and they don't go anywhere.
especially in the the Mexican culture. I feel the
I
old
think it's
stuff.
in any culture. but-
I knew you were going to say that. I knew somebody was going to say that, and it's true.
I mean, is
But
it?
it's
I mean,
true in
that's
every
what we've
culture.
been. That's
Yeah.
what
We
we
grew
were
up in the
raised
Mexican culture.
I feel like it's more in white culture than it would
Yeah,
be.
it's
But
happens. Have you asked
I'm
any
not-
of our
I'm
grandmas?
not
I bet
gonna-
you every one of our grandmas got beat up at some point, except maybe, well, not y'all's, but actually,
Well,
I don't know.
I just
maybe
said-
even my mom. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, I
Not
just
that
said that
she was
just
gonna tell
because
us.
you called the culture out. But yeah, I just think it's all the way through.
Right. So the real question is, what are we doing to change that?
are we doing anything?
That's my question to you.
So,
I mean,
in the sense of like, or for me, you mean, or how are we changing?
As a society, as this new generation's coming up that we now know that it's not right. Right. Some of us, there are still people out there who think it's right.
The Me
think it's right.
Too movement started, which was
That's completely different.
Is it? Wasn't it just
That's sexual
sexual
abuse,
harassment.
sexual harassment. That's abuse of power in the workplace and stuff like that.
all right, all right.
I'm talking about domestic violence behind closed door. Nobody knows about it but you, your wife, and maybe your kids.
I don't know. If
what are we doing about it?
Yeah.
I don't think on a grand scale anything's happening about it.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact that after having that conversation with a friend of mine, I've had some conversations with my daughter about things like that.
Like,
But on the grander scale, is something really happening? I haven't seen anything.
it's there's nothing that people would say, oh yeah, unless Luis can tell us otherwise. But I don't think there is a movement right now that of
Do you think we
domestic
should
violence.
start one?
Or do us?
I mean,
What are we gonna call it? Stop punching women? I'm sorry.
no
I'm
la
sorry.
chingas?
Batter women,
Better woman?
battered.
En mis tiempos no
sorry.
la chingues.
Stop. We shouldn't be laughing at that.
I'm with Joe. I mean, I'm being serious.
I don't know.
Why
I don't
you
know.
guys, why are you laughing?
Stop. Hey, we have cameras. They know now. I don't know. I don't think there's. Could we start a movement? Maybe. I don't know. I feel like
what are
Ruben
you
has a
gonna
little
do?
bit
What
more.
are you going to do to your part? You don't have kids, right? So
Yeah.
you can't do it directly.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
what could you do?
Um.
Well, let's start with the ones that do have kids. I know for a fact I have 2 daughters, and I haven't had a direct conversation about that with either one of them.
Uh-huh.
And it never even dawned on me to have that conversation until I was talking about it on Friday. And I'm like, hey, because I know my sisters might be, I'm not saying they are. I'm saying
Yeah,
they
yeah.
could be.
Yeah.
Because they weren't told don't stay. They also weren't told leave or stay. They weren't told either way. But I feel that the default is you stay. You stay for the kids. You stay because you don't know what to do about it. You stay for many reasons. I think we should make a conscious effort to tell our daughters, to tell our sisters, to tell our friends, hey, it's not okay. And there's always somewhere to go.
Yeah.
But it's not going to happen unless we all do it. So what can we do to initiate that? And I mean we as a society. I don't mean we us four.
I mean, what do you think your mom told your sisters? Nothing.
Nothing.
But you're telling your daughter.
No,
No, he hasn't.
I haven't.
He
But
hasn't.
you're going to.
Now I am.
So we're doing something about it.
Well, now.
Yeah, but
So
yeah.
am I.
But I'm saying
Well, yeah,
this,
now
on a
I
bigger
can't
scale.
go back
on a
and
bigger scale, is that what we should encourage
think-
people to do? Just have that
Well,
conversation?
Wait a second, because I mean, a lot of times people they act on what they've seen before, and so if you, as a husband, are not beating your wife at this point in time, like your children, your daughters aren't seeing that, and therefore they're gonna understand, like, hey, if someone's doing that to me, that's not right.
No, I
see what you're
disagree with that.
Why is that?
I think that's why what I always thought, right? I think my daughter's seeing a good relationship. She's growing up in a good relationship, in a good household. If she sees something different, she's going to know it's not okay. But that's not necessarily the case. Because I think that there's a lot of women out there who grew up in good households and end up in that situation.
Is it just
Because
about-
it's not, as long as nobody tells you it's not okay, then it's not okay.
Because the man will just sweet talk.
Right. You can meet a guy who's really good at manipulating, really good at convincing you, really good at telling you the things you want to hear. And at the end of the day, that's all you know. You knew what you grew up with, but this is your new life. This is your new world, and it's normal to him. He could make you believe it's normal. And if you never had that conversation with your parents, and if you never had that open line of communication, you might not know who to ask. You might not know what to do. You might not. It happens to a lot of women. It happens to a lot of educated women that came from good families where maybe that never happened. Because what you're saying is it only happens to people. It's only a what do you call it? It's a cycle. It's a cycle that doesn't end, right? If it happens to your parents, it's going to happen to you, and it's going to happen to you.
I'm not saying it's exclusively.
But you're saying if it didn't happen to you, it's not going to happen to you. And I don't think that's the case.
I think if it were to happen to you after you've seen a good relationship, immediately you're going to know this isn't right. Or at least
and
you're more inclined to recognize that
or try to change it.
It's not right. Yeah, so you may be more inclined to change it at that point.
All right, so we don't have to do anything.
No. I'm kidding. I mean, if they just watch.
There can definitely be a movement or something if you, but I think we're already doing something.
I mean, this conversation we're having is doing something, right? Our daughters are going to listen to this and hopefully get the point.
All our
Priscilla's going to listen to it, so she's not going to let you hit her. So that's always a step in the right direction.
It's the other way.
I was about to say the reverse can happen.
Yes. Okay. Wait, is the reverse possible?
We ended up at that point too in the conversation. It's
I know.
I was talking to two girls that Friday, and it was like, yeah, we're going to tell our girls this and we're going to tell our girls that. I'm like, also tell your girls, don't hit your husband. That's also not okay.
Yeah.
Like violence is violence. Domestic violence is domestic violence. It's not man on woman. It's just domestic violence. Don't hit your kids. Don't hit your wife. Don't hit your husband.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do, they better make sure they knock them
equal.
They get up.
That's when the hands become rated E.
That's right.
We're equal.
Papa, we're
Rated
equal
E for everyone.
That's when fucking around.
Find out.
Fuck around and find out.
How do we go from tripping a kid to this? God damn, you got so fucking serious.
Somebody fucked around and found out recently.
What do you mean?
That guy in Houston that got shot.
And in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just talked about that too.
Well, and here's the thing. I think that's going to open up a whole new can of worms because he shot him in the back. And from what I was reading or what I was looking at, the police still wanted to talk to him. They said, we're not going to file any charges.
Oh, shit.
But the thing is that it doesn't matter. I mean, he crossed the threshold. He pointed a gun at everybody. And in my personal perspective, if you point a gun at me, regardless if we were leaving it, and if you're leaving out that threshold of my home, I'm sorry.
You're done.
You're done.
There you go.
I mean, if you pull a gun on anybody, you better be prepared to use it, and you better be prepared to use it to the extent that you're either going to kill the person, because now it's psychologically depending on the person, right? Somebody like me, I would tell you that, I'm going to go find you. You know, if you made it,
that's fine. You're right.
And I'm saying that seriously because I'm the type of person that once I'm mad, I see red, and then there's no,
we talked about this one time, right? One of the episodes of the.
No. That was before when
that video
that
where
happened here in Mesquite as well.
The video where the guy
catch me up
pulls a gun on him, and then he takes the gun away, and then it's like he doesn't shoot him, right? He didn't shoot him.
He didn't shoot.
Catch me up. What happened in Houston?
There's this guy that it's a taco shop. This guy comes in here and starts pointing a gun. Now he points a gun. He gets everything from everybody. He goes to this one guy, and instead of him just giving him stuff, he dropped it on the floor. When he drops it on the floor, it gives him an opportunity to reach on his back and get his gun. So now he's coming back towards the exit. And as he's walking towards him, he shoots him in the back. Now, not only does he shoot him in the back, but he shoots him like 4 or 5 times.
It's more than that.
Yeah, I think it was 9.
He
unloaded?
Because he actually got to the body and shot him again in the head. Oh my God. Then he got the money for everybody and said, "Hey guys, here's everybody's money." And then he gets the gun that the guy had, and it was a toy.
Shoots him again.
It was a toy gun.
It was a plastic gun.
Oh my God.
With a toy gun.
Okay. And so the guy's getting they're pressing charges on him or
they're looking for the shooter.
They're just looking for him.
What do you mean looking for him? He defended the
No,
once you turn your back, it's different. We talked about this.
That whole thing's going to be litigated in court. What it's going to come down to, in my opinion, again, I'm not a lawyer. Nobody in the show's a lawyer, so don't take any of this as legal advice. But what it's going to come down to is how many times he shot him. It was not necessary. What he did after he clipped him the first couple of times was completely unnecessary.
Yeah, trigger happy.
He looked like one of those guys that is just looking like he'd been waiting for that opportunity.
Yeah, and the adrenaline got the best of him and says, "Here's my shot," or several shots.
Yeah, I saw a show, or I don't remember. I don't know what it was, a commercial or something, a clip about a show that runs through stuff like that with a lawyer, where this one guy at a store, they got robbed. He chases after him with the screwdriver, and then the lawyer's explaining like, well, that's where you fucked up. You chased after him. Yeah. He was already leaving. He was already gone, and then you chased, and then you stabbed him.
I think I know
to
what you're
death.
talking about, yeah.
So, I mean, there's a point where you kind of got to let him go, but
I said somebody else asked me what I would have done, and if I was carrying in that situation and I didn't get time to pull my gun and shoot him when he walked in, I wouldn't have shot him on the way out.
Isn't it?
no.
Can't you? In the state of Texas, you can challenge someone to a duel.
Oh, you're talking about mutual combat.
Well,
Yeah.
but
If it's a mutual, if he says yes, you die.
You can't do
Well, no. That's mutual combat with hands.
It's a fist fight, not a gunfight.
Yeah, not a gunfight.
so I saw a video today of a guy that goes into, I don't know what it was, an AT&T store or Best Buy or something. He pulls some shit out of the wall, like whether it's you hear that little buzzing sound?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just keep going. Yeah.
Keep going.
He pulls some shit. I don't know. It was probably phones, tablets. I don't know what the fuck. So he does that, and this guy is. You can see him on the video. He's got his like hand on his on his gun, and he does his thing, and he walks out, and he could have shot him, but
At least it didn't do anything.
he didn't. He was just fucking ready. If he would have fucking came in his direction, he was probably gonna get shot.
That would have been legal, correct? That would have been
No.
Well,
because he didn't have a
shoot
gun.
him on the way out. No.
No. But if it would have,
You have to be defending yourself. You
Yeah,
have to fear for your
self-defense.
life. You have to be protecting your life, not your things.
Oh,
You're not somebody else's thing, because that's probably not your store.
Right.
Like, who cares if you're stealing?
so I can't
Yeah,
shoot
it's
nobody.
like if somebody comes into your car, like trying to get into your car, passes the threshold or your
They don't have to get
Your
into
own-
your car. If they're charging your car and you fear for your life, you can defend yourself.
Can I press? You can hit the gas.
Well, no, you can't just run people over. So it's very complicated. You better off just running.
God.
Don't talk when you fucking do something, all right?
Oh,
Just
no.
call for a lawyer. And
Yes.
figure that shit
and you
out.
know what? There's insurance for that.
That's it?
Like I have insurance
Wait for what?
for I carry a gun and I shoot somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So I pay insurance once a year. So if I discharge my weapon, then it's just like any other insurance. I discharge my weapon, and I think when you guys had Blake here, he made the statement that doesn't matter if you're right or wrong, you're going to spend a little bit of time in jail. You're going to be apprehended once the cops get there, because they have to do an investigation. So you're gonna be in jail for a bit.
Yeah.
So for example, I carry this phone number that I call. People get diarrhea of the mouth anytime you get with the cops, right?
Oh,
So-
okay.
So all you do is you tell them, hey, this is my name. Here's my driver's license. Talk to my lawyer.
That's
all
it.
You got. That's all you got to say. And then they send the lawyer. They send lawyers for you, and they handle it for you.
Oh. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Mhm.
Next time I just said it around someone.
Just leave your guns at home.
Okay. All right.
Anywho, enough of that.
So I also apparently Priscilla did she threaten you?
He's
Is there
gonna go through
insurance
the
for
whole
that?
episode.
No, hold on.
We're not gonna go.
That's what I told him. I'm like, we
I'm
can't
just
do
saying
that.
she did threaten you.
If you're
that
gonna
was a threat.
if you're gonna do the whole thing, you gotta do it like I did,
Boozer-
where I was like,
Okay.
I just fucking ran
Go
it
down the
down.
bullet
And I was
points.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, the cruise that we took,
Yeah.
that was the best vacation I think I've ever had.
So the Swingers Cruise is your thing. Got it. What
Pineapples.
else?
Yeah, it was the best vacation.
Come on.
What I didn't think about dying because I knew how to get out. Oh,
You're near.
someone she said something about, oh, did you have a fear of dying on the boat? I was like, no. Or while you're asleep in the cabin, right? I was like, I didn't fear it. I know how to get out. I watched Titanic, so it's okay.
Like half the people died.
Well, I would have been the other half.
The one that pushed the women and children out of the way and jumped in the boat.
Yeah.
Chucked the kid off. Oh, whenever we were in the cabin, yeah, like the boat's rocking. So I was like, I wasn't thinking about anything. I was just thinking about how I was gonna have the best sleep ever because I'm being rocked to sleep. You know what I mean?
Can you actually feel the boat rock? I mean, as big as it is.
It's like it's very little, but you can feel it.
Wow.
Yeah. But I didn't get sick
You got sick in Chapultepec with
all the shots.
here.
Xochimilco, but yeah.
Oh yeah. So
With the shots.
no, you were sick before you got there.
You were sick before you got on
Actually,
the
you
boat.
got. I think you got car
You got
sick
car sick.
on the way there.
I didn't get car sick.
Yeah, you did. Anyway,
You did, wait.
like, what else you got on your list?
Where did we go? Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I
On
did.
the boat.
Yeah, I did. No, not on the boat. I was a car. That was a
You
car.
were car sick, and then
That's
you
all
were
I had
boat
about
sick.
that. That's all I had about that. I mean, I did want to bring something up. Have y'all seen the video about the giant?
Oh my god.
The one
in
in
Mexico?
the mountains? In Mexico, on the
Well,
mountains?
there's one in Mexico and one in Luis.
There was one in
His
the
name is-
U.S. somewhere.
Yeah, this guy's name is Andrew Dawson.
Yeah.
And he
died.
Yeah, apparently he's dead after seeing the giant. He recorded it. He went back the next day, tried to record it again, talked to the locals. The locals were like, yeah, it's real or something. It always pops up. And then apparently CIA showed up and told him he couldn't go somewhere. And then the next day, like a car started following him.
the giant.
No, not the giant, but CIA.
I'm like,
The
what the
giant.
fuck
The
did
guy
you
that
do?
took the
The guy
recording.
that's out, you gotta slow down when you're telling these stories.
It's because, I feel like I thought we already knew about it, but yeah.
well, even if we know about it, the people listening might not, and you're telling the story of the people listening.
Okay, so where's the giant?
The giant is on the mountain.
Let me
Somebody
guess,
saw the giant.
Appalachia.
In Canada.
Yes, this
Wait,
guy,
wait,
what's
hold
his
on.
name?
Luis, Andrew Dawson. Luis,
Andrew Dawson. His name's Andrew Dawson. He was in the province of Alberta,
Normal
Canada.
name.
Oh, Canada.
Canada. And apparently there's a giant over there. I don't know. Apparently there's a Mexico too. I didn't see the one about in Mexico.
So this guy sees the giant. He posted online somewhere, right?
On TikTok.
Posted on TikTok. It's a bunch of followers, a bunch of views. People tell him, yeah, it's real. And then he gets a visit from the government. They tell him to chill the fuck out.
This is from
And
back in
then-
August, by the way.
Yeah. And then he notices that a car starts following him, and he posts that on TikTok. And then soon thereafter, he disappears or he dies or something.
He disappeared and then they
The guy who saw the giant.
Yes,
Okay.
the guy who saw the giant.
they-
Shortly thereafter, and now I think there's been multiple sightings of the same type of giant and the same type of video
Yeah.
in Mexico.
I mean, what's
I call
changed? I
bullshit,
mean, we all saw Andre the Giant.
Right.
Exactly.
So, you know, and we're all still
We
here.
knew he was real. And we know giants are real. No, I mean, do you believe it? Do you think giants are roaming the earth?
Yeah, I don't know. I got to read those classified documents from the government. They've got something. Something happened in is it Afghanistan or
What do you mean? Something happened over there?
yeah, remember that Transformers movie?
Um,
No, there's actually something like supposedly happened over there, and it's a conspiracy, obviously. But
you mean
there's-
Chernobyl?
no.
Not Chernobyl.
Something
in
that
Russia.
I mean, this is for where Luis comes in.
By the way, if I type in Andrew Dawson, the only thing that comes up is non-real sources. It's all the
Yeah, it's
Daily Dot, the
the Inquirer.
new news feed of Twitter, Daily Loud.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Never heard of that one.
yeah, no,
So nothing reputable.
no.
Yeah.
But he's not alive.
I can't find anything saying that he ever was a thing.
I'm going to presume he's dead. He's
Until
dead,
proven
and the
otherwise.
giant is real. I mean, come on. Would you not try to go find a giant too? If you saw a giant up in the mountain.
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't.
define a giant. How tall does he have to be?
Well, this dude was like 15 meters tall,
Yeah,
judging
yeah.
by the scale of things.
I mean, if you watch the video, and
We'll post a link to the video.
yes, and that's where.
So what's the difference? I mean, a giant, and we've been talking about Bigfoot for like I don't know how long.
No, giants are the people that talk about giant. They're talking about like 15-foot tall people.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
okay.
Is it?
Yeah, that's
never-
crazy.
Human giants.
Yeah,
Yes, human giants.
I mean, but why would the government try to hide it? You know,
Where would they be hiding?
the giants
Yeah,
in a mountain, apparently.
Have you not seen the new movie Troll? They hide in the mountains.
I've heard it's good.
Under a
It's
bridge.
actually not bad. Under the bridge.
Oh, and sorry, that's mine. Sorry.
Anyway,
But yeah, no, I just want to bring it up because I thought I was curious. I was like, you know what? I want to go see some giants.
I'm not gonna say there are no giants. I'm also not gonna say there are giants.
I believe in the Loch
I
Ness.
feel like Sasquatch is more real than the giant.
I feel like Nessie is more real than Sasquatch.
Nessie. I feel like
Yeah.
it's the what's his name? Megalodon? The big shark?
Megalodon is an actual
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
prehistoric animal.
But I'm saying he's alive now.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I like that the fact that we haven't discovered like 85% of our, or not gotten
The ocean.
the ocean. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought I would bring that up. It's
We
there.
have to fact check. You're gonna have to a lot of work to do with George here, Luis.
Man.
Sorry.
It just happens, you know?
I'm taking notes. Just so I can present them the next episode and be like, all right, let me start the episode.
With all these
Here's where you're
fact
wrong.
checks.
Here's where you're wrong. Here's where you're wrong.
I also sat through a 3-hour movie the other day.
Bardo?
Avatar.
Oh, how was that?
Actually, y'all should really need to watch it. It was really good.
Wait. Didn't Priscilla talk about this?
No. She said something. Y'all talked something about movies. Yeah, the whole thing was about movies. Better.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure something about the blue people.
Smurfs? I don't know.
No, she went to the movies, but not with him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
True.
She went to see Avatar with somebody else.
I got you.
Fact check.
Got it.
Fact check. As they yeah, no, but I thought I was gonna hate it, right? I was just like, I went because my cousin wanted to watch it, and he's not from here.
Wow. Is he an alien or what?
He's from Mexico, anyways.
So they just play this
he's an
movie.
alien.
They just
He's
play this movie in the U.S.
I don't know. He just wanted to go watch it, so I was like, all right, let's go watch it. I didn't want to watch it, but
You need to get out more.
honestly, it's a great movie. The visuals, the
Was it
cinematography.
in 3D?
No, it's not in 3D.
In 3D? Okay.
No,
Just
no.
IMAX.
It is in 3D.
No, it's not in 3D.
Yes, it is.
It could be in 3D if you go through
Yeah,
with 3D.
so it is in 3D. So it's also
It's available in 3D. Okay, you
available
didn't
in
watch it in 3D?
Yes.
No, I didn't. Okay, no, but it's a really good movie. You don't think you're gonna get invested in the story, and you get really invested. I was like,
I've never. I guess
After
I've
3
never
hours, I
given
fucking bet.
animation movies a chance. Like
It's
I
not
don't
animation.
know.
most of the movie is CGI, but
CGI,
there's
there you go.
yeah, but parts of it is not. Like there's some parts it's like nah, that's not CGI, but almost 80% of it is. But it's really cool. You need to watch it.
Good storyline.
Did
Just
you never watch the
yeah,
original Avatar?
just as good as the
No.
first one.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, it was a
Because
good.
the first one's really
The
good.
first one's good.
That's why I'm like,
Was
I don't know if the second one's gonna be good.
But it was a good like
You didn't like it,
exp-
Luis?
No. It was, I mean, we've seen that story multiple times.
Well, you're focusing on the storyline. Every storyline we've seen before.
That's true.
But the movie itself, like,
I mean,
I thought it was
It looked pretty. It looked
Yeah.
fantastic.
I think that was the point of that movie.
It looked
I
nice.
mean,
Yeah.
I don't feel like the horror movies is not something we live through.
They're all
What?
the same too.
It's not. Wait, what'd you say about the like stories we've already seen, right?
Well, just about every story you see in a movie's already been told.
Yeah,
one way or
every
another,
chick
so.
flick's the same. Every movie, there's a fucking girl
Okay.
that comes in at one point, and then
Blah.
whatever.
Okay, we're
Same
not talking
shit,
about
yeah.
movies. Last episode, I talked about
You
movies.
started.
I know
it.
I did, but I just wanted to let you know what I did. Yeah, but it was a good time. It was a good time.
What the fuck? You, you can't bring up an episode or something,
Uh-huh.
Topic.
in a topic, and then be like, yeah,
Yeah, cut it. Hasta ahí llego.
Is there a family recipe that y'all wish that y'all had that like got lost along the way? Like I mean, my aunt made the best mole I've ever had, but none of my family has that.
You know
recipe.
why?
Why?
Because you didn't take the mole I gave you home last week, asshole.
Yeah, you're right, but
I would have changed your mind.
I
And then,
doubt it. But I mean, it probably was good though.
oh,
It's still
Mole's
there.
good.
It's still there.
Oh, it's still
I
good?
told someone the other day
Is that what that was?
at Discada.
No, I saw it and I was like,
Yep, that's mole.
man, I kind of want to have some of that.
At Discada.
Actually, our grandma's mole. My
That one
grandma's
was good.
mole.
That's right.
That was really good. It was.
You're
really
right. I
good.
forgot about that. Oh, her lemonade, dude.
Lemonade.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, but I could probably replicate
Lemonade
it. I
or,
watched her
or like limeade.
limeade.
half a bag.
I
of
watch her
sugar.
make it like every Sunday. So, but she yeah, I don't want to know how she made it. It's kind of gross.
Oh, God.
But it tastes so good.
My grandma's tamales. From my
They were
dad's
good.
side. Yeah, no. from my
No,
dad's side.
no. I tasted those.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I
like
guess
them.
if you put ketchup on them, like,
Yeah.
they're all good.
Oh,
They all taste the
Exactly.
same.
Exactly.
Now I know why you put ketchup on your tamales.
Dang.
No offense.
She's rolling in her grave right now.
All taken.
Damn.
I'm just saying. I've had those tamales.
Le voy a decir a mi papá.
My bad.
Wow.
I went to my dad. Yeah, I don't think I can think of any other ones. Oh, Chavez.
She's not dead yet, fool. You can go get that recipe.
I know. But wait,
The fuck?
hold on, your mom's whenever she used to make us like I know it's just like simple, right?
Enchiladas.
No, espérate.
Enchiladas are
Her what's the bread called? The
conchas?
no, espérate. It's like white bread. It's like a
Tortas, lunches.
it's like a torta bread.
French
Or
bread.
She would put frijoles and like cheese,
It's
some other stuff or whatever.
Pambazo.
No.
was it a, no, it
I
wasn't
don't
a
know the name of
paso.
it.
Se llamaba, güey?
I know what the hell you're talking about.
I don't know, but that
They sold it everywhere in Mexico City, but I don't remember. the
Huarache?
name. No,
Is it
it wasn't
molletes?
huarache.
no, it's not
Molletes.
bad.
Molletes, yeah, molletes. Okay.
Thank you.
Those were good. Those were good.
Louis, come and clutch.
See, that's what.
Anyways, what?
Did you hear the question?
I've known my mom for a
Yeah,
long
your mom's
time.
recipes. Or
Or whoever's recipes.
Please, can you ask the question again, please, for George?
he changed it for me. Leave me alone.
Is there a recipe that got lost that you wish that you had that came out from your family? Like
I can't.
my grandmother.
The only one in my family that could cook is my mom, and
My
she
tia's
passed.
mole.
Or
Adrian's
Your
mom
mom.
took all of her
my
recipes.
mom.
So
Well, let me be clear about one thing. I've lived with my mom for a long time. I know her pretty well.
Okay.
I don't remember what you're talking about.
I don't know. Should we cook that for me?
you guys were
You know,
you're missing
rellenos.
you're missing the point of the question.
No, I get the point of the question.
No.
Stick to
I
it.
just wanted to make something clear. But
She's got the best cooking.
Yeah,
let's
because she learned from my mom.
Who?
Was my point. So I would have said everything my mom used to make, but his mom makes it just as good.
I can't think of anything. My grandma, like I told you, my grandma's tamales were the only thing I can remember.
So, not yet.
I
All
don't
right,
know.
can we move on to my question now?
I
Yeah,
know.
go ahead.
Okay.
Do you? We're not. I don't think anybody at this table is old enough or feels old enough to have a will. But do you all have a will?
No.
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 No. Y'all should really get one. It's important.
But
But my question was: so when you write your will or when you write your power of attorney for whatever,
uh-huh.
do you know who you want in charge of pulling the cable if it came to that?
Ooh. Oh,
That's hard.
I'd definitely give it to my sister.
Dude, you wouldn't make it through the night.
I know
She'd be like, yoink.
Exactly. I know I'd give it to my sister because I'd be like,
But have
she
you had
goes-
the talk with her?
No, I haven't had to talk with her.
Well, don't you think that's kind of important?
Like, what's the talk? Hey,
Well,
pull my plug.
she's got to know what your wishes are.
Yeah, like a certain scenario where you said, "Yeah, you pull the plug for this."
Oh.
Like
Like
I've had that
if I'm brain
conversation.
dead or if I'm
All
doing
right,
whatever.
Kanina, if anything happens for me, pull it. I don't care. I don't care if I broke my leg or something.
Stay away.
So I've had that conversation
Have
with
you?
my wife, yeah, and I told her, just unplug me because just being here is hell to be with you. So you know. She didn't take too kindly to that.
Oh my god!
So it's guaranteed she's gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
she's
Well, I mean, there's a reason she watches Snap and 48 and
Yeah.
all these. I mean, it's not entertainment. She's planning.
Trying to figure out how to get rid of your body.
Yeah. I mean, so she constantly watches Snap and 48 and Dateline, and she said, "Oh no, you're more valuable to me alive than dead." But,
Right now, the second that
but
changes,
circumstances change.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So-
But yeah, for whatever reason, I we've actually had that conversation, and seriously, and I pretty much told her, I said, look, if I'm brain dead enough, I'm not going to be, if you know me well enough that if I can't fend for myself, then just pull it. I don't want to be around.
So it's her for you.
Yeah, it's her.
That's nice.
You know what's something that we don't talk about, because I know you have a daughter, I have kids. You're gonna have kids that are 18. So what's scary is when our children turn 18 and they're not married, the hospital makes that decision for them.
What the hell?
And yeah. So even though you're the parent or grandparent or somebody next of kin, you don't have any say.
Is it
So you actually have to have some sort of medical power of attorney, especially if your kids aren't married or anything like that. Because if they get into a situation, they're 18-year-old, the hospital makes that decision. You don't get to make that, even if you're the parent.
It's like you right now.
Yeah. Your mom would not have any say.
So it'd be
or your
the
dad.
hospital.
That's why I said your will or your power of attorney, because
So-
you have to have a power of attorney for somebody to be able to do that for you.
So that doctor. It comes down to the doctor. That doctor better be cool.
I mean, at one point, your siblings
Doctor
come
has
into
an
play,
agenda.
but yeah, if you don't have a wife or children involved, they will first try to contact your siblings and then go on from there.
So it would still fall down to Karina, my sister.
I don't know that. What does it say? Like, do they have the final say on that, though?
Yeah.
We'll have to do some research on that.
All right. He's right,
If it's-
sitting right there.
If it's the hospital,
I'm on a
you're gonna be
legal
alive
website.
for a lot longer than you want.
Does it really say that you even if you don't have a will, that you have a say
Oh, it doesn't even mention the will. It just says
or a power of attorney?
first
I'm
it'll
sorry.
go spouse, children, siblings, and then from that point on,
Okay.
So
hospital staff.
who's yours? Who are you giving the power to?
I don't know. Probably Olivia.
Do you think she would pull it?
Oh, yeah. Just to see what happens, that one.
I was about to say, why not
4,
Leslie?
3.
All right, Dad. We're counting down now.
No, I don't know. It's something I need to think about for sure. But I mean, I'd obviously like to say Yvette,
Oh.
but I don't know.
Do you think she'd pull it? I feel like you don't think she would.
Like if I were to ask her right now, she would say yes, and she's a very pragmatic as a person, and she's no nonsense and all that bullshit. But I don't know that if it came down to it, she could actually do it. So I don't know.
Just so y'all know, if it came down to it, I'd pull the plug for you.
So you're not getting it for sure.
What about you?
No, I don't have anybody.
Wait, who would you give it to? Or who would you give the power to? I'm gonna say the president. Whoever's in charge. I want him down here right now.
I don't know.
You don't know? Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's who I'd give it to. Get one.
What?
And get one last thunder. What?
You said you don't know? That's a cop out. Then let's talk about it.
I don't know.
I know you don't know, but let's talk about it. Like, what do you think? Why not automatically Gladys?
Because I don't think she would do it. I don't think she would pull it.
Would you want them to pull?
Like if it was
Well, if he obviously,
Okay.
well, that's the whole point. Like,
right. If
you
it gets
pull
to
it at
the
the
point,
right time,
right?
Like you do the right decision.
If you say, "Hey, if they tell you I'm brain dead, pull it," you want the person that you gave those instructions to do it.
If you're brain dead, are you still suffering a little bit? Like, can you feel it? I don't know.
And who knows?
Depends on how brain dead you are.
Okay.
I mean,
so
are you suffering a little bit?
At times.
All right, no blow. Sorry.
At times. Thank you. It's the But yeah, go ahead.
I would think my dad.
But you gotta think your dad is supposed to go before you.
Well, yeah.
So
And after that, I don't know. My daughter would be older, so at that point,
interesting.
I would say I say my sister because I know she'd go through with it. Because she'd be like, yeah, it'd be sad, right?
Go through it. What?
Like pulling plug. I'd be like, if
But that's not.
to me, it's like I'd tell the person, if you don't see that I can be happy or laugh, it's like, just pull the plug. It's like, if I can't laugh anymore, just, it sucks. Pull it.
Just
So-
put me down at this point.
Just put me down.
I bring it up every time we're watching a movie and something happens, and I'm like, yeah. Like, have y'all watched?
Marley and me.
We're gonna talk about movies again. We watched Pearl yesterday.
Okay.
It's a horror movie. I think it just came out, so probably
Pearl?
nobody's watched it. But her dad, the protagonist's dad, is like, I don't know what happened to him, but he's basically a vegetable. He just sits in his wheelchair, and they have to do everything for him.
Okay.
I'm like, if I'm ever like that, just pull the plug.
Ah.
Like, I don't want to do that.
Wait, did you watch X before you watched Pearl?
Yes.
Okay.
And just to set aside, sorry, guys. Pearl makes X make so much more sense. It's so good. You got to watch it.
I got to watch it.
So in what order you got to watch it?
X and then Pearl.
Okay.
And there's a third one coming out soon.
Wait.
We're not talking about movies. Let's move on.
Let's cut this out.
So,
if you're at that point, you're like, yeah, no, cut me out. End my life.
I was talking to somebody today, and they were telling me about their grandpa and how he was suffering from dementia, and they had to put him in a home, and he doesn't remember shit anymore. Like, I don't want to do that either. I don't think you have the option to pull the plug. So,
Oh, you can't slip some poison into my drink.
yeah, figure out a way to be sneaky about it.
If you
But
want
just
out.
take me out.
Oh no, he died from an overdose. I don't know.
If you want out, take the green pill.
Yeah,
It's something like that. I mean, would you want them to pull the plug or to do it in another way if it was possible? Obviously, it's not. You got to pull the plug, but is there another way you would want to go out?
What do you mean?
There's no
Push
other
me off
legal
a
way.
cliff.
There's no other legal way.
Yeah, let me
take
let me
Grandpa out for a
fucking
walk
drag
today.
you. Let me drag you from your
No,
bed.
but I'm saying
Take
if
it to
it's
a
legal.
cliff.
I'm saying if it's legal.
No, what?
It's not.
That's it.
legal. It's
No,
not.
I know it's
Pulling
not.
the plug is not legal
No,
either.
okay, well then yes. If it were legal, I would love to go any other way.
No. Wait, pulling the plug is legal once it's come
Yes,
down to that,
yes.
right?
I'm saying.
Well, there's-
I,
Yeah, I'm not.
to
saying
answer
like
your
literally.
question, if there was another legal way,
Push me off a cliff.
I don't know about that.
Drop me off a
Maybe a
plane.
plane, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Make sure I land on concrete. I don't know how you're gonna do that.
Ocean.
No, I might not die.
You'll definitely die.
But if I land just right, like a perfect vertical, like
it goes,
cut through the water, I break a
Wait.
toe, but I'm still alive.
get him.
He's talking about landing on water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You already talked about this when someone would splat doing
Yeah.
a belly flop.
yeah.
Oh, that's a
But what I'm
definitely.
saying, what if I get lucky and I'm just like I freak
You
out?
don't,
and I'm
you don't
paralyzed?
understand.
I'm just like,
Joe one time fell and broke concrete with his head. So
that's right.
I won't
I
believe
could hit the ocean and live. I'm telling you.
he deserves
I've
to
got
live
the scar
after
to
that.
prove it. It's right here.
You're not-
not more.
Namor.
Or what's his name?
Namor. Yeah, you got it right.
Hey, let me ask you guys something. So, what song do you relate to? So, for example, let me give you something. I have one song
En tus tiempos.
that yeah, en mis tiempos, that I love, that takes me back to a certain time in life, and for whatever reason, that song doesn't matter when it comes up, I go back to that point in time in my life. For me, that's Interstate Love Song from STP. I'm
it
just
take you?
wondering, it takes me back to a time where I was getting discharged from the service. I didn't want to get discharged, but that's just the way it rolled. Yeah, obviously, I had issues with my ex, with my son. There was a lot of complications, but it just takes me back to that time and says, oh man, I made it through that storm. Okay, I came back and didn't have a job for a while. But for me, that song, it just doesn't matter when it comes on. Either something comes in my head about that time, and I was just wondering what that is for each of you.
So a couple of things. I was just talking about that with Leslie today. We were driving around, and
Wait, she's here?
so to answer your question, I have a lot of those songs just because songs are like, music is a big part of my life.
Right? It's like a
So,
soundtrack of your life.
Yeah. So the Gnarls Barkley Crazy, when we were in Germany for the World Cup, that song was played like you would walk a block and it was in every speaker in Germany was playing that song. That was blasting it everywhere. And it came on the radio, and I said, man, that's probably one of the most nostalgic songs for me today. Literally said this. And she's like, me too. I thought that was weird because I'd never heard that before. I'm like, yeah, I was in Germany. And she's like, yeah, it takes me back to us spending a summer with you because at the time she still lived with her mom. And it reminded her of spending a summer with me. I'm like, yeah, the summer of 06. She's like, I don't know what fucking summer. I'm like, no, I'm telling you. Because that's the summer that song came out, and it was everywhere. So it was like everywhere we went, that song was playing. But also today, while driving around, I discovered this weekend that, what's the shock jock from the 90s?
Oh, Howard Stern.
Howard Stern.
Yeah, I listen to him every day.
Okay. His new show, apparently, he has like musical guests on all the time.
Oh, he just had an awesome Bruce Springsteen. The Bruce Springsteen, and they showed it on HBO. It was awesome.
That's cool. He has very good performances.
Yeah.
And today I was watching STP do Interstate Love Song.
Oh.
They did a great rendition of it.
That's
So
so
anyway,
weird.
there's the double banger. All right, what about you guys?
No, man, I can't live up to that. Are you kidding me? I don't have no idea.
Because you're not old enough yet
What do you mean? Like to have a good
to feel real nostalgia, like from a song.
Okay,
I guess it
I
could
mean-
take you back to high school, maybe. Or anything like a song you hear that
you
you
need
like.
like emo songs in the back.
Oh, I know. Hey, George. Dingity dingy
There's a lot of hip hop songs, rap songs that take me back to high school for sure.
Okay.
Like they're just like, damn. And then
He
there's
remembers
some,
himself rolling in that big old green Suburban. He used
No,
to.
hell no. I remember.
With the
I remember
cyclone.
being in the just house parties or whatever, and then like the Prodigy, Offspring. I just picture myself in the fucking white mustache because that's all he fucking listened
Yeah.
to.
Mine,
And that's it.
I don't know. I really don't have a song. Maybe Pásame la Botella, because I remember one summer I was in El Paso, and that's all we listened to when me and my cousins while we just did whatever we were doing. But
Drinking.
no, we were young. But no, I can't. I really can't think of any other song. No.
One will come, especially when you have like you're going through something, or it doesn't have to be
You're
bad.
just here.
It
Yeah.
could be, but you could say, "Oh my God, it takes me back." For me, it's that inner. I don't know, for whatever reason, anytime it comes in, like a glimpse of that moment in time or that time frame comes up.
What's that one song called? Fortunate Son?
Oh, CCR.
Maybe that one.
Takes you back to when you were watching Forrest Gump.
No, when I was playing Call of Duty.
Okay.
Makes sense. Checks out.
You still play
something-
Call of Duty.
something other than a song? So earlier this week, also, or no, last week, I was talking to
Follow me
one
on
of my
Twitch.
coworkers. I don't remember what he said. Something like took him back somewhere. I remember it wasn't until obviously later on in life, but the smell when you crack a can of Dr. Pepper, it gives off a certain smell that I had never experienced until I moved to El Paso when I was 10 years old. That and the smell of fresh cut grass, both of those things take me back to that exact same era. Like when we first moved and my dad would buy Dr. Peppers and I would crack one open. It was like, whoosh.
You're not gonna believe this, but anytime that I pass through like a cattle farm or whatever, it takes me back to when there was this like one summer that we worked at the rancho with your dad. Automatically it takes me back to we were over there and y limpian las cagadas de los goats.
Really?
Yeah.
That smell? Do you have one?
I got to think about it, but I'm sure I do.
I think drinking water from La Manguera.
Mad Dogs 2020.
Oh no!
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. What'd you say?
I'm just kidding.
Drinking water from Manguera reminded me back in Mexico with my
Yeah,
cousins.
there's a
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something about that rubber.
There's nothing like it, and it has to be from Juarez.
Yes, exactly. Whenever
Yeah, I never did it.
it doesn't
I'm sure I
taste-
did it in Juarez,
it
but I
doesn't
did it a
taste the
lot
same
in El
here.
Paso.
in El Paso. Yeah.
Or El Paso. I'm just saying.
El Paso
over
water
there.
tastes different. It's good. It's good
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
They got that good water.
It would
down
bring me back to like whenever I'd go to your family's part of I think your mom's side of the family. Over there when we used to go over there, we used to play soccer outside and playing in the afternoon we'd get some water.
Right.
That was just the best.
So here's another one. So I know the three of us are married, and you've been in a relationship, open, I don't know, closed, I don't know what it was, open or closed.
I don't even know.
Get that out.
But so there are certain things that as you evolve in your relationship, there's certain things that happen, and like I'll give you a perfect example of what I do with my wife. So if I'm driving and Jeanette makes these off the wall comments about, mira, ¿qué estarán haciendo Bill de allá? And it just pisses me off because I don't know. I mean, so I will stop the truck, make a U-turn, and go ask him. And hey, ¿qué chico estás haciendo? And she goes, what are you doing? Well, fuck, I don't know. Why would you ask me something that I don't even know? I'm just as clueless as you are. Yeah. So there's little nuances that, you know, as your relationship grows, you start making like little things, you know, like we could be sitting in the living room. Chingando miras. You know, like little stuff, but then again, so like I know it's different. Like I'm completely different. I'm always trying to find a joke or trying to find the humor in things. But I know every couple has their own things, and that's like one of the things. Like if they tell me, soy pinche Ruben Google o qué chingados. You know, no, I don't know. You have a fucking phone. So, but yeah, I will make a point. And here's the other thing. Okay. If I'm driving, right, and I'm gonna be leaving here, and you know, I'm probably not gonna get lunch tomorrow. But anyways, if I'm driving, y se me mete alguien. No sexualmente.
Whoa. Hey, our kids listen to this show, man.
but Jeanette will get pissed off and make these motions. And I'm like, hey, si te vas a tirar chingazos, me paro. Because you know, I was okay. I mean, it's not bothering me, but if you're going to fucking throw hands, rated E for everyone, then fucking go ahead. But then don't motion like you're going to get out. And then I'm like, so she does that shit, right? Every once in a while. And then I'll lower the window on her side. All right? It's really nice to say it in the comfort of your fucking Tahoe or when we're driving, but nomás le bajo la pinche window and she's just like, what are you doing? Well, why don't you say it?
Like you wanted to say something to her.
Yeah. So that's how like our relationship has kind of endured for little nuances like that, because sometimes it's just, you know, it gets, you know, life happens or whatever, but we keep it real. But I mean, I don't know what you. Yeah,
I just punch her. I'm kidding. Jesus. No, literally.
I
Jesus,
mean, not that hard.
Didn't we start off the show about not punching people?
We were gonna do something about this, and you're over here punching her.
This is our
movement.
Our movement is going back to the 40s.
Going back in time. I like it. Yeah. Oh God, no. I mean, do you have stuff like that? No, you said no, right?
No, I mean we do, but it's a bunch of stupid shit.
Okay. No, I don't. Well, I'm not married, but I don't do anything like that. I mean,
we cut that part out. What do they do? Y'all are.
No, Yvette likes to. I don't know. Honestly, to this day, I don't know if she does it to fuck with me or just because that's just. So she'll ask me. I thought that's where you were going with this. No matter what we're doing, she'll ask me a fucking question, and I'll say I don't know. And 2 seconds later, she'll ask me the same question but a different way. And at this point, I just look at her. And I'll say again, I don't know. Well, you think it's this? Yes. It's like, if I don't say yes, she'll just keep going. Like, I don't know. And she'll throw something else out there. I'm like,
a different way.
I don't think you understand what the words I don't know means. Like, you telling me different scenarios, different possibilities are not going to change the fact that I don't know. Like, what do you want me to say? No. That's her thing. I don't know if she does it to fuck with me, or if she's just like it just comes out. Like, that's the way she is. But anyway, what are you gonna say, Adrian? That's what I thought.
No, you said something about minerals and
What?
Cobalt's a mineral, right? Cobalt.
Yes.
Yes. That was way off. What are you talking about?
Fun fact.
Whoa.
Fun fact question.
Yes.
Where does cobalt come from?
Luis,
Or where is that mined from?
what do you mean the mind?
Like
Mine?
mined. Like
Chile?
no. Got a guess?
No.
Cobalt is only extracted alone in Morocco and some Canadian arsenide ores.
What? That's wrong.
The fact checker is wrong.
It's from the cobaltinstitute.org.
No,
It's wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong. What's your answer, Adrian? Go ahead.
What's yours?
the Congo,
Oh, it does say Congo, yeah.
like 98% of
70%.
Okay, well,
it's a lot.
I almost spit out my beer.
You know what? I was listening to a show, and they were talking about that because it was like the new age 20th century slavery type deal.
Oh, because
And it's-
Tesla uses it?
Well, our phones, that machine,
anything that has a
battery
lithium battery uses
that you
it.
can recharge uses
Really?
cobalt, and they don't. It's not clean energy, so they don't have equipment to. There's actually people out there just like
Oh, we
like
got-
100 years ago or whatever,
100
and
like now?
yeah,
You're saying there's no like heavy equipment doing this. It's
Like they're
hand-
slaves
yes, pretty much.
Got it.
yeah,
Damn.
and thought that was interesting.
Do you think you could put that type of labor into? Would you do that type of labor for money? I guess to live.
And they
Yeah,
only
people
get
do it all
like
the
they
time.
only get like $2-3 a day.
Oh God.
To live.
But anyways, well, there's a reason why I can't. Why
why you brought it up?
I
Okay,
brought
okay.
it up because there was a few days ago that I listened to that. But Wakanda and minerals and all that shit. That's why it kind of.
Oh, I didn't know.
So I was thinking like, how Wakanda is like.
Like super.
They have the
Fictional?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So they have the
But
what is it?
inspired by a true story.
The shit that they only have.
what was it called?
Well, that
Vibranium. No.
Vibranium.
Vibranium. Yeah.
yeah. Why wouldn't they do that? Everybody needs it. Like the biggest
Oh, like
companies in
save
the
it
world
them
need
for
it.
themselves?
Yeah.
I guess they're not and
Why
not
wouldn't-
as smart.
Why wouldn't they do what?
Save the cobalt for themselves and not give it to everybody else.
Oh, are you fucking stupid? You think it's a Congo doing this?
Yeah, no.
No, it's a Chinese
Okay, then. What-
manufacturing company or whatever.
Ah, they want to sell it. But you're right. And one night,
But I was thinking, I was like, is that the same fucking concept? Like, is that where they got their, like,
the idea
possibly.
for Wakanda.
Probably. I mean, yeah. It's an African resource that Africa doesn't own because all the Western and I guess Eastern countries take it from them. And
Yeah,
that's what it
Because
is.
they can't defend themselves.
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, fun fact.
Oh, cool. Well, half a fun fact because I feel like we got debunked over here.
Well,
No,
Joe's
actually,
got the fun facts, but
Oh yeah.
Based on Bloomberg, that is the actual parallel.
Oh, wow.
Black Panther,
oh really?
With,
I did not read that anywhere. I did just
Vibranium, and Congo
on the way
with
over here.
Cobalt. So yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
Boom.
I got a fun fact.
Vibranium is a real life equivalent of cobalt. So yeah, that's
Damn,
what this
see?
is saying.
I don't know. I don't know how you do it, Adrian. You're just a genius. What happened?
Nothing.
Stuff happened.
So not a movie, but a show that I watched about natural disasters.
Okay.
What do y'all think about like the California stuff? Have y'all seen the videos
God.
like of the
Thank goodness.
storms and the water and how fucking crazy it is?
Oh yeah.
I've tried not to.
Why?
Why not? We
Was
hate,
it-
Why? No,
Was it
it's
called
California.
Earthstorm?
Okay.
No,
Let's
like
pretend
it's
in Colorado.
It does, like I've seen. It's I don't know.
Wait, Adrian, was it called Earthstorm
I think so.
on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a
It's-
couple of those episodes.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like when shit gets real.
shit gets
Like-
real.
When mom gets mad. What?
Yeah,
That's
Mother
what it is.
Nature.
No, I mean, and whenever I heard it's happening to California, I was like, yeah.
Why?
I'm sorry. It's just the Texan in me. I just wanted to
We're friendly people.
Right.
we're
Out
friendly
of
people
those
to everyone.
storms or natural disasters, which one scares you the most? Like, let's say if you lived in the coast.
No,
The California ones or the
No, just let's say you lived in the
I think
coast
the fire
and
force.
you'd be pretty much exposed to all of them.
A forest
Or
fire.
let's just say you lived in that area where you're exposed
that
to
doesn't matter. Mudslides scare me the most.
mudslide.
Ooh, because they can happen at any moment, right?
Yeah, and there's not a thing you can do to get out of that.
Well,
That's true.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, you're true. That's
no, yeah, you can't. You can't.
Volcano.
volcano.
But
Nah.
I mean, you'd have to really want to just.
and
I mean, depends
very,
on
very
if you're
painful.
right up on
but at
it.
least
Yeah, if you're pretty close to it and it just shoots up, I mean, you really can't run anywhere.
There's another Yvette story.
wouldn't that be a cool? Oh,
Tsunami.
2018,
Tsunamis are scary as fuck.
oh yeah.
2019. I don't remember when we were in Nicaragua,
Okay.
and we were supposed to go hike a volcano on an island in a huge lake, right? But staying true to form, the night before, we were out drinking, and I was walking down the street
Yeah.
on a perfectly flat surface, and I sprained my ankle. Like bad sprain. Like I couldn't walk.
Worse than the time you just walked to your truck.
Yeah, worse than that time. It was bad.
Dude, like you sprain your ankle all the time. Then you sprained it that one time playing soccer.
Yeah. No, it's all the time.
Oh,
Like,
you,
it's just,
you
that's
were
what I'm
just
saying.
walking to
Stay
your
true to
truck that
form.
one time.
And on a perfectly flat surface, I sprained my ankle.
Think
So we
there was
couldn't
an
go
ant.
hike.
There
We
was
couldn't
an
go
ant.
hike the volcano, which I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of happy about it because I was nowhere near ready to go hike that volcano. It was like the more they told us about it, the more I'm like, why did we sign up for this? But anyway, so we're like, I felt bad because she really wanted to go do this, and the next day we were in the capital of Nicaragua, and there's a tour that takes you to this other volcano, but they drive you up to the top of it, and it's an active volcano. The crater's open, you can look down and see the stuff and smoke and all that. Yeah. As we're driving up,
Busted a U-turn.
That was a nice little.
as we're driving up to the top of the thing, we were making conversation with the cab driver, and he was like, "So, what's the plan if the volcano erupts?" I can see the
Say your
driver.
prayers.
I can see everything that went through his head when she said that. And then he looked in the rearview mirror and looked at her. Before he could say anything, I'm like, "We die." Like, what do you mean? What's the plan if the volcano that we're on erupts? Like, we die. He's like, "No, yeah, that's pretty much it." But I'm like, man, I have tourists have this conception, like this perception that they go to other countries and they go on these tours
They're
that they're safe. They think they're in the United States where they're not going to let you do something if it's not safe.
Yeah.
And I caught.
trying to make some money.
Yeah. Who was it? Olivia said something today. Oh, we were talking about that one place that's got the obstacle course that they put a harness on you and you're walking around or whatever. And she was talking about Valerie, your daughter. And she's like, I wonder why she backed out that one time. She's not afraid of heights. I'm like, she's not afraid of heights, but she's afraid of falling. She's like, well, not normally. I mean, she's like, we're on a harness anyway. And I'm like, and she doesn't know yet that just because you're on a harness, it doesn't mean you're safe.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if you've seen the video. And that's why you're saying this, but I saw a video where they have exactly that. It's like a mountain mirador, and like one of those bridges, and it's just sections, and they hook you up, and then you get to jump through the sections.
Oh yeah.
So this guy jumps through them, and he gets to almost the last one, and you just see the fucking thing unhooks, and he gets to the where he's going, and he's gonna come back, but then he hits him in the back, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
yeah.
I was like, "No, mames, wait, what the fuck?"
You got to
Dude,
find that video.
that
You
shit
gotta
looks
post it.
scary.
But
Yeah.
people, if you're one of those people, if you're even in the U.S., it doesn't matter. They try here because there's laws and they don't want to get sued. It's still the element of human error is there, and it's strong. And people fuck up. Like these people are getting paid minimum wage. These aren't engineers hooking you up to your harness. So pay attention to what's happening first of all. And if you're in another country, don't just assume you're safe. You're probably not. If you're on a fucking active volcano and it erupts, you're gonna die. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool way to go out. I don't know.
Not necessarily
when you were
cold.
asking the question, the other one, like,
Yeah.
take me to one of those volcanoes and push me over that edge. That would be quick.
Oh my god,
And
that'd be
incredibly painful. But at least I would feel something before I died if I'm a vegetable.
I thought you were gonna say you twisted your ankle, you didn't go, and then the fucking volcano erupted the day that you were
that would have
going.
been a cool story.
Yeah, that would have been a really good story. I
Oh
survived.
shit! You wouldn't be. You probably wouldn't be here.
Anyway,
Anyways,
what was I gonna say? Oh man, I forgot.
do you think could you take on a moose?
No, what?
Oh hell no, a moose.
No, but think
Have you
about it.
seen a moose?
Can you trip it?
It's called a cow.
No.
No, you go cow tipping. You're not tipping a moose.
Up north is a
I'm
cow.
not talking about tipping a moose. I'm just saying, is it if it's coming at you?
No,
Let me
Drop kick
fact
it.
check. None of y'all could take on a moose.
moose. Moose is different. No,
Different animal.
those motherfuckers are huge.
All right, what's an animal that you could take on? Like, I'm not
Maybe,
talking-
maybe
Fucking
my chihuahua. Maybe. Maybe. If I don't
Y'all
piss it
both
off
said
too bad.
Chihuahua.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come out with some scratches.
Yeah,
No,
but
you know-
I can win that one.
You know which chihuahua I would never think of. I know I could not take on your old dog. It's that Snoopy.
Snoopy.
Bro, that thing would kill me. God,
That guy was
a lion.
pretty crazy.
You could take on a lion.
Could possibly.
Have you watched
You can't take on a lion.
Beast?
Not with that attitude.
If Idris Elba couldn't take on a lion, you can't take on a lion. So I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay.
That's true. Because he's
A giraffe?
big guy.
Idris Elba is not a giraffe. What?
No, but a giraffe could.
Oh, could you take it on? No, they're actually pretty mean.
Are they?
Yeah, they bite and stuff.
They'll hit you with their neck.
But it will take them a while.
Because you're so short.
Oh man! You know what? Change the question. Change another topic. You heard
What
about
Like
that
a
one.
wild animal, man?
What about like
wild animal.
what about a kangaroo? You seen those
Hell no.
fights?
Oh, no.
I've seen fights like that on like videos in Australia.
You just gotta hope they
They
back
actually
down.
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fight.
I feel like you could take one on.
No.
The guy,
Kangaroos-
the guy I saw they
kangaroo
were
is
like
strong.
wrestling. and
I'm saying they're
everything.
powerful. I'm saying they could take like they will they
Well,
could
the
kill you,
problem
right?
is-
Well,
Yeah.
they got the claws, so
Yeah,
as soon as you
that's
see
the
them get on their
problem.
back tail or their tail,
It's the kick that
they're
gets
gonna they'll fucking kill you. If
Oh,
they
yeah.
hit you in the chest, they're
You're gone.
What if you like grab onto them?
that's the thing. When I saw this guy fight, like he was doing a good job of like taking all their strengths away from
Are
them.
you talking about the one with the dog where he's trying to save his dog?
No, that one's cool though.
Yeah, he
one
just
where he
punched
just
them.
punched them.
Yeah, he just dropped the one.
And the kangaroo is like, what the fuck just happened?
I totally didn't expect that. I'm out of here.
Like he looks at him and then he does this and he looks again and he
He's like, "Nah, I'm out.
I'm wet.
This one's
Like-
crazy. I'm out.
This one actually punched back. No, I mean, any animal? A shark? No.
I mean, I could take it on a lot of animals. Like a bunny. I could take a bunny.
I mean,
Like what?
we're
like-
talking
turtle.
about vicious
I can
animals.
whoop a
Like,
turtle's ass.
No, dude. No. They'll take the.
No.
a bear. I mean, definitely not a bear.
Not a bear.
No,
Not a bear.
Not a bear. I mean, which one's the bears that you're supposed to like stay still, and the other ones that you're supposed to
Let's
scare?
not talk about that because we're gonna give out the wrong info, and then
Ooh.
we're gonna get
We
somebody
have
killed.
fact checker. We have a fact checker. I don't know
The
if you want
black
to get
bears are scared.
exactly that ones, and the brown bears are the ones you're just run.
You're fucked.
Don't run. You don't run from any bear.
What?
They can run faster than you.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
no, yeah, definitely. But you're not supposed to. You can't just stand there with a brown bear,
I think the
Well,
brown
you're
bear's the one you
supposed to
play
stand
dead
still.
with.
Luis.
Well, either way, you don't go anywhere.
You don't
With
run.
with a black bear, you get big.
Yeah.
And you try to scare them. With a brown bear, you stay where you exactly
Where
you're
you're
at.
just stay still.
You just-
Brown or grizzly bear, you are not supposed to move. You play dead.
Play dead. So you don't antagonize it. Basically,
Okay.
they'll leave you alone. They'll come over and do one of these numbers, and then
Unless
they'll
you're
leave.
George.
Unless you're George. You're running. In that case, you're running.
Shit.
And the black bear, you get big and make a lot of noise, and hopefully you scare it away.
Gotta test it.
Either way, if the bear calls your bluff, you're fucked.
I mean, gotta
Yeah.
test it.
And if it's during the winter, like getting close to it,
Oh, what do you do to
you're fucked.
a white bear?
You give it Christmas presents.
You give it a
And
coat.
Give it a
You gotta
coat.
go.
La pinche coca, güey. La coca
Yeah,
mexicana.
then. Yeah, exactly.
No,
That's
that's
a
a
Mexican
Mexicana.
cookie,
They'll
yeah.
be like, damn,
Yeah,
this one
I-
tastes different.
Chocolate.
All right, so we no, all right, never mind. Go ahead, keep going.
No, I'm just talking about animals getting killed or getting killed by animals.
Hey, let me say
Koala.
this. Going back to the, that we were talking about a whale and we were talking about all that. Here's something that I'm always thinking, that I always get something from the wife, and I hate it when people say these things, but they'll tell you something like, hey, si te mueres, pues, no, nos cuidas desde allá arriba, desde el cielo. Pues, chingados me vieron la cara de pájaro. Have you seen me? Like, when have you seen a fucking turkey fly? And I think it's like the dumbest shit of, can you, nos cuidas desde el cielo. Ah, chingado, no te quiero cuidar aquí. But
Would you come and haunt them?
huh?
Would you come back and haunt them?
Hell no, man. No.
Wouldn't waste my time.
If you
That's what
could,
you're
you
saying.
wouldn't.
No. Well, I mean, we
Fuck yeah, I would. I'm gonna
I mean, maybe, but it's always a funny conversation about, hey, when you die, you're gonna take care of us from up there and all this and that. I'm like, fuck no. When we die, we didn't even get married by church, so we can't say, till death do us part. And even if we did, hey, after that, it's over. I'll go to hell. I'll choose hell if I say, Peter, hey, is my wife gonna come here? and if he says, well, yeah, I said, well, then I'll pass. Can you send me back down?
God, I learned a lot of things, Ruben. I learned a lot of things today. Would you come back? I mean, no. I think you'd be too busy enjoying your afterlife to be able to me cuidan.
Well, I know you don't believe. I know you're atheist, as you've told us several times. But in that belief, do you believe that there's anything after? No. I mean, you think Howard Stern also. He's very adamant about, no, dude. Once we're gone, that's it.
The lights are out.
The lights are out. Yeah. So you don't believe that?
You don't believe in
after?
reincarnation?
I mean, I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, me too.
What happens if you're wrong?
I don't know. Hopefully, I end up in a place, not heaven, where I can haunt you fuckers.
Where the party's at.
Yeah.
I've seen Happy Place.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck.
What do you mean?
It's a TV show.
Oh yeah, I know what Happy Place is, but
It's fun.
I'm gonna
Good place. A good place. Not
We're gonna
how
watch
we
our
are.
going,
good place. Yeah, it's a
sucks.
good place.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Damn
yeah.
it.
A good place.
Hey, I knew what he was talking about, all right?
That's what you were talking about, not a Happy Place.
What the hell's Happy
The Good
Place?
Place.
I've never heard of
The
that.
old sitcom,
Happy Days?
Happy Days. Sorry.
Still wait.
Happy Place.
Days.
Have another beer. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I will
was gonna
also
say-
go back there, but
We would see our beer just disappear all of a sudden if Joe passed away.
You're like, I just
hey, you
poured that.
calling him a drunk?
I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's the yeah. It's I mean, that was a question I would have for you. I was like, what do you think? You don't believe in our reincarnation? Come back as a dog or something?
So, okay.
You like that?
I think we've talked about this
You
before.
like
Have we
Doug?
talked about this before?
No, we never talk about it. I've always wanted to bring it up, but I was like,
I have a hard time with it because, not with reincarnation, just with saying shit like this, because I feel like people aren't going to let me say that I'm atheist, but also say that I believe in all this other shit. Because with saying that you're atheist comes saying that you don't believe in God, which means you don't believe in the afterlife, which means and that's not necessarily true,
that's true.
right? I don't believe in God as he is written in the Bible. I don't think there's a heaven. I don't think there's a hell. That doesn't necessarily mean I don't think there's something else, right? I just don't know what that something else is. So I lied to you a minute ago. Damn it, Adrian, what are you doing? We're in the middle of
No,
recording,
just
bro.
keep talking. Damn.
I don't know why
What
I'm
was
smiling
that?
and my face is pointing away from the camera. So
Are you looking at the screen?
So
sure
I-
am.
I do believe in reincarnation. I think there's too many documented cases of weird shit happening for it not to be
Yeah, that's true.
somewhat
Yeah.
true.
I guess what you mean.
I do think there's maybe something after you die because I don't know.
Why would it
It's
be so
hard. It's
boring?
hard for me to explain. It's hard for anybody to explain
I got you.
you. You are not the sack of flesh because
Do you believe your soul is something else?
I don't believe in souls,
Okay.
but I believe in the self. But I don't know what that is or where it resides or
Understand.
what. Even though I know that your brain and what makes you think and all that is it's just a bunch of electrical
Neurons going on.
shit going on in your head, right? Like I know that. So when that ceases, you should cease to exist. But I don't know that's necessarily the case. I don't know anything for a fact.
Mm.
But I do know that I don't believe in the biblical God.
Okay.
So to answer your question, yes, I do believe in reincarnation.
What if you came back as a fly? Are you fucking dumb enough to go into a house?
A fruit fly or a regular fly?
Just a fly.
What would you do as a fly?
Will you make it to 7 days? I mean, that's about the lifespan.
This is the lifespan?
I think it's about 7 days.
I'd make it.
and then you come
I
back
just
as
hang
someone
around
else.
shit.
Luis, can we get a fact
But are
check?
you gonna be like, hey guys, don't go in there?
Guys, I've been in there. I know what they're gonna do to you.
28 days
28
28
days.
days.
for a regular fly. 28 days.
What about a fruit fly?
Those they live pretty long. You can't
40
catch
to
those
50
fuckers.
days.
You can't see them. How many?
You can't kill
40
them.
to 50.
You cannot kill a fruit fly unless you put vinegar out.
40
they're fucked.
to 50 days.
But nobody takes the time to do that.
As a fly, how would you want to go out? A splat or a shot of salt at you?
Shot of salt is much more dramatic. I'd love that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
A shot of
Yeah,
salt.
I never saw that coming.
Not out of my 20 eyes that I got going on.
I'd also like to be get stuck in a pile of honey
What?
and just not be
You
able
just
to
be
move.
like,
But the
what about,
entire time I'm dying, I'm like just eating honey. That'd be kind of cool.
I was gonna say a spider web or something. Not a spider web. But what about a spider web? Like to see how wrap you up.
I
and
can
stuff.
see that. While
then
I'm
you get
flying around. I don't want to get
suffocated.
stuck in it.
You'll get suffocated. Nah, suffocation.
Yeah, fly would be the worst. Coming back as a fly.
Yeah.
Do you think you had a life before? Like
No, coming back to suppository would be. All right, you know what?
Yeah.
That's it. We're done. I think we're done.
Ruben, thanks for coming.
yeah, everyone, thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you. Especially now that you guys are all worldwide. As I came here, I was really nervous. I was like, I kept doing this.
Not the first.
Because every time that I'm nervous, I kind of do this, like Mary Catherine Gallagher, and I'm so nervous.
Mary Catherine
Oh my God, superstar.
Honestly, did
We're
you get
glad
nervous
you
a little
made it.
bit? Did you get nervous a little bit? Where you're like,
Well, yeah, because I'm so obviously
'Cause everybody
you guys have
does.
been doing this for a while, and I'm thinking, okay, do I need to prepare? Like, I actually wrote down things, and then I said, well, no, then that's not off the cuff. That's not a real conversation. That's not. But I wrote a couple of things just to blurb. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about that, and that's kind of. But yeah, I was just.
I think you did great. So
Yeah, you did.
thank you for joining
yeah,
us, man.
thanks for coming.
All right, good deal.
Anything else?
You're number 2
You're number 2
for the year.